You seen any zombie movies?
What?
I said, have you seen any zombie movies?
Zombies?
Zombies!
I like zombies.
I like zombies too! I can't fucking drink with that!
Me neither.
Take it off! Woo!
Zombies. What's the impact on our society? What's the impact on film as a whole? Let's talk about it.
Let's get right into it. Shit, zombies have been around forever, I'd say.
Who started zombies? George Romero?
Well, okay, so there were like voodoo zombies, like magic zombie thing, you know, you kind of enslave someone's mind. And then George Romero, actually, okay, it started with Richard Matheson, who wrote the book I Am Legend.
Okay.
Romero read this, and along with Frankenstein by Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein, not Percy. Percy's a fucking pussy. Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief and the zombies. Need more wine. So George Romero's, reading some like horror comics, and then he reads Richard Matheson's I Am Legend, which is more about vampires, but kind of has like that zombie apocalypse feel.
So he has like an epiphany. I can make movies.
Yeah, and hence that's where Night of the Living Dead comes from. The first movie made in 1968. Yeah. That kind of brought modern zombies. That was the first iteration of modern zombies, I would say.
And then it took off from there.
Yeah.
And you have countless zombie films.
It's just a ton. Like, and it's kind of like in spurts, like there was,
it's like, you have like the Night of the Living Dead trilogy.
Yeah.
Then you had, it kind of had like a lull for a while.
Yeah, it was like dead. Like after,
it came back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, after the 80s, like it died. And then, first Resident Evil kind of kicked it off, really. Yeah. I think it was a little ahead of its time, though, I would say. Yeah. Like, it didn't really start building until the Zack Snyder remake.
And then Walking Dead.
And then Walking Dead just exploded. Now it's, like, everywhere. Zombies were, like, the thing.
Okay, pause. So what are some of your favorite zombie movies or shows?
Favorite zombie movies? I would say, the Dead trilogy, first off. Like, the Night of the Living Dead trilogy. The first one... Like, my dad, like, I grew up my dad talking about Night of the Living Dead.
I've never seen any of those three.
Oh, man.
I need to watch them.
We're gonna have to sit down and watch them one day. Like, the first one, it's black and white, it's real slow, but, man, it's like, it's more about the characters in the farmhouse than... like, these people end up in this farmhouse while this zombie apocalypse, but, like, this zombie attack is going on, and they kind of have to deal with each other, and it was a really, like... groundbreaking movie. Like, the main star is black, and like the woman in it is like abused, and like it was really good. It's a really good movie, and it's got like this bittersweet ending, and just like we said, kicked it off. So the Dead trilogy, Day of the Dead is probably my favorite out of those, because it treats the zombies as like better people than the humans. Okay, but we could discuss that, in a more in-depth episode.
Yeah, we're not
kind of like
to
talk
about
it.
We're talking about zombies.
I would have to say another favorite of mine is Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. That's really the first zombie movie I ever watched as a kid.
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
And like, as dumb as it sounds, like it was really creepy. Like the way it's presented and everything.
One of the better animated, or maybe the only zombie animated movies I know of.
Yeah. Shaun of the Dead's really good.
Shaun of the Dead's great.
Dawn of the Dead, the remake, I like a lot.
I love that. It's one of the first zombies movies I saw.
Yeah, I think you and I watched that a lot.
That really brought me into zombies.
Yeah. And Return of the Living Dead, which is like this schlock movie, but it's really, it's got some good humor and kind of plays up like the zombie stereotypes and kind of turns it on its head a little bit. What about you? What are some other favorites that you have?
I like I Am Legend.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a movie that people really consider to be a zombie movie, but it has zombies in it.
It's got like the themes and the same story structure.
I just love that movie. It's
it's
Will
really good.
Smith and his dog against this massive city full of zombies that only come out at night.
Yeah,
it's scary.
It's got like a vampire thing, but it also encompasses like how a zombie movie would be, which is good.
I like 28 Days Later is a good movie.
28 Days Later is really good.
Of course, I like Land of the Dead. Romero's one of Romero's later movies. It's different. The zombies actually have intelligence, and they like learn. They use weapons, and it's just a little different.
I'll have to watch that one. I've heard good and bad things about it, so I'm gonna have to check that one out.
And what's the one I was thinking of? World War Z with Brad Pitt.
World War Z is pretty good.
That's like a different kind. It's more like a rabies.
Yeah.
Zombies, and they're fast. And
yeah, but it's still got that like you always want that terror that like every like society is just falling apart.
Yeah.
In a zombie movie, and what about the Resident Evil movies? Like I know we're both kind of fans of them.
I like the movies. Like the first one's more of just like a zombie like thriller.
Yeah.
The more they go on, the more they get into just like action. And,
it turns into like action sci-fi.
Yeah, but the first couple are really pretty scary.
I like the third one a lot.
Yeah,
like where they're in the desert and kind of like a Mad Max zombie apocalypse.
The only one I really call zombie movies is number one.
Yeah. Like after that, it just ratchets up into like this.
But I enjoy the whole series.
Yeah, we went and watched the sixth one, and that one was pretty decent. Like I know we kind of said for a Resident Evil movie, but
I enjoy the video games too. The video games have more of a zombie feel.
Resident Evil 4 is like the best.
4, the first couple
had like that good combination of like action and horror. Like whenever you go into the lab and there's like the giant ape things that are like breathing heavy.
So scary.
Oh man.
Of course, we like The Walking Dead,
and
it probably has a lot of the best zombie moments.
It's probably the best
representation of zombies.
Yeah,
just because you have this whole series.
It's just continuous, and like like whenever a movie ends, you're like, well, what happens next?
What happens to the survivors? Who dies?
Yeah. You read the comics, right?
Yeah.
I read the comics. Like I remember going into the comic book store, and like this guy, like the guy that owned it, would tell me. I was like, what's good to read? And he was always like, The Walking Dead. Like, you gotta read The Walking Dead.
That was before the show came out.
This was before the show came out, and like the comic was great. And then when there was talk of a movie, and then AMC announced they were making a show, and I was like, that's even better.
Yeah.
Like, I like the first season a lot. The second season kind of has a drag.
It gets a little repetitive.
Yeah.
Like they go and they find a place, and then the place gets compromised, and they have to leave. They have to find another place, and
if I'm in a town and Rick Grimes shows up, just fucking leave. Because wherever they go, it's like everything. it just ruins.
I recently watched Fear the Walking Dead too. It's kind of the same way. Like wherever that group goes, they fuck everything up, and shit goes to just hell.
I think you said you liked Fear the Walking Dead a lot better. Like it was a little more personal or something.
I like season 2.
Yeah.
I don't like the characters as much, but the story seems a little more concise.
That's good.
Anyway, everybody knows about The Walking Dead.
Yeah, everyone's seen it.
What about some types of zombies? What kind of zombies do you enjoy to see? For example, let's say you have like slow zombies, like the original zombies that just walk. You have like the fast zombies, like in I Am Legend and World War Z, and you have like sometimes you have like burster zombies who blow up, like in like Left 4 Dead, in the video game.
We haven't seen a lot of like the crazier varieties in the movies, which would kind of be nice to see, like some of that. Like what's the game we play? Dead of Winter. Like there's that expansion where you get like the mutant zombies. Some of those zombies that they
like Freddy Krueger zombies.
Some of those zombies are really cool. Like it'd be nice to see like a movie, like. And I know Resident Evil kind of does this already, but
they're not really zombies. They're like creatures.
Yeah, they're more like other monsters.
Flying creatures,
yeah.
dragons.
As far as like. I like the slow zombies. I used to like the running zombies because they're scarier, but the slow zombies are creepier.
Yeah.
I don't know how to like differentiate that.
There's a lot more like sense of urgency with the fast zombies and they take over towns, but the slow zombies, there's just something creepy about them.
It's just like this. It's almost like this unstoppable force that's coming after you.
Yeah, especially when there's like a herd.
Yeah.
And there's like a couple humans against the herd.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think of the impact of zombies on horror as a whole?
I mean, the original Night of the Living Dead changed the way we see zombies for like since that movie. Mm-hmm. It's definitely been changed since then.
We've had a ton of zombie movies in the last 10, 15 years.
It's really seeped into the culture. Like like the last
everybody
10,
knows
15,
what a zombie is.
Oh yeah, like and it's just like it was in everything for a while. It's kind of died down now, but used to like I remember like whenever The Walking Dead first started.
There's still hype for that show.
There's oh yeah, and it's still like the top show on
in the world,
regular cable or whatever.
You even have zombies in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, the White Walkers are
yeah,
they're pretty much zombies. Like it's everywhere, and I mean there's an escapism I think that comes with zombies, like so society falls and you're kind of like on your own.
You ever hear people saying like, I wish zombies would take over?
Yeah, I remember I was almost one of those people.
It sounds like a cool thing, but then
you think about it.
Then you gotta scavenge for food, and you can't go to the grocery store, and there's no power, there's no water, and it would be shit.
You would not last very long.
No, I would die in like 30 seconds.
Like if the zombies don't get you, like disease.
Zombies didn't kill me, I'd shoot myself in the face.
Famine or other people are probably more dangerous than the damn zombies.
If you've seen Walking Dead, other people are scary.
Oh yeah,
because people just
they just lose their fucking minds.
Their animal instincts just kick in.
Yeah.
If society breaks down, people are just evil.
Mm-hmm. And it's like it's a good fantasy type thing, but as a reality, it'd be terrible.
Yeah. So, what do you not like about zombie movies? What are some of the themes or aspects that you don't enjoy?
It like the people are all the characters like end up getting dumb at some point, or someone
there's always someone that either sabotages them, or has like a moment of terror where they run out and like open a door and let the zombies in.
Right. And I mean, I know that's probably more for like entertainment. Like if it was just like this core group of survivors,
everybody can't be perfect.
Yeah, like just
if
trying to survive.
If everybody knew what they were doing, nothing would happen. Like they would just kill zombies and live happily ever after.
Or like, I think we talked about this the other day. Like just how dumb people are whenever they go out and like try to fight zombies. Like put something around your arms because people always get bit on the arm and then they turn into a fucking zombie.
Zombies have to bite you to spread the disease, but how hard is it to stop a human bite?
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Strap a magazine to your forearms. Everybody always gets bit in the forearm. Mm-hmm. And like you've seen in Walking Dead, I know every zombie movie doesn't have this. They always have the different tropes, but in Walking Dead, if you put the guts and you have like the smell, they can't detect you.
Yeah.
I know a lot of zombie movies that doesn't matter.
Right.
Like in Resident Evil, they sense like something inside your brain.
And then like your life force.
Your life force, they have to eat your brain.
Yeah.
Which a lot of the original zombies were eating brains.
Right.
But it's always different. I like having different tastes.
Yeah, and there's always like an establishment of rules. It's a lot like vampire movies. Like, how do you kill a vampire?
Is it onions and garlic? And
it's like
steak.
It's like, well, you kill a vampire by whatever you write in the fucking script.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. You shoot him in the head is always the thing, except for in Return of the Living Dead, where you just can't kill him. And
what do you think? I don't like that. No one ever knows what a zombie is. Like,
right.
Do they not have these novels and these movies to watch?
Yeah, it's like none of this ever happened.
That they need to shoot him in the head, or that they got to run from him, or they got to not get bit.
If I saw someone
too convenient.
If I saw someone that looked like really messed up coming towards me, wanting to bite me, I think I would know that they might be a zombie, or at least like some self-awareness or something. How about the fact that everyone in these movies and shows can get a headshot, like on the first try?
Oh, they're automatically.
They're all the best,
like army snipers.
Yeah. Like
with pistols from 100 yards.
Yeah, that's impossible.
What are some of your favorite zombie moments in movies?
Zombie moments.
I'll start with one of mine.
Okay.
One of mine is in the Zack Snyder remake of Dawn of the Dead. They're on top of the roof, and they have sniper rifles, and they have these whiteboards, and they're saying like, shoot Oprah Winfrey, and then
they're like
shoot Burt Reynolds. They find him in the crowd and snipe him out. That was a really cool. I like that part.
I like in well, I'll say this: the moment that really like kind of turned my stomach in a zombie movie is in Shaun of the Dead. Whenever the guy that looks like Harry Potter, David or whatever his name is, gets like pulled out the window, and they just rip his guts out.
There's a part in the Land of the Dead where that's happening. And the zombies are just pulling them apart, like ripping their intestines out. And it's just disgusting.
Yeah.
And one thing I hate that really gets to me is when people like scratch them and their fingernails rip off.
Right.
It's just something like fingernails on chalkboard.
Yeah, it's just kind of.
Well, I think it was also the end of the day where they do that. They scratch on the side of a bus and their fingernails just peel off.
Mm-hmm. Also, I would say Night of the Living Dead, just like how nobody knows what the hell is going on with this. There's so many different theories thrown out, like a comet from Mercury or radiation coming off the moon and all this stuff. Like I like it whenever like people being aware of zombies would be nice, but like whenever they don't know where they're coming from, it's just something that happens and you have to deal with it. Like
Yeah.
I like it in that, or
I like the original Resident Evil when they're just figuring out the zombies and
yeah, that opening where they go down into the hive. Like
they go out in the hive and they find this like I think it was like the cafeteria. Like they open all the doors in the hive.
Yeah,
and all the zombies start rushing
like you don't
in.
see any zombies and they open
start
all the
rushing
doors.
in.
Yeah,
The bitch is crazed.
That was a good line.
Michelle Rodriguez's line.
Oh no. Yeah, that's a good like horde type scene, and it kind of brought that back. I like I like in Day of the Dead whenever the zombies storm the underground compound. I know you haven't seen it, and they just like kill everybody. Like Joe Pilato is like the military leader at this point in the movie, and they just rip him apart, and he's just like yelling, like they're eating his legs, and he's like choke on it as they're like dragging him down the hall. It's such a great moment. I like in Return of the Living Dead, just like whenever they don't know what to do with them, so they like try and like kill the brain, but that doesn't work, so they cut it up and they put it in like they go to this funeral home, and this guy cremates it. And it just spreads up in the air and rains down and brings more dead to life. And it's just like, oh, fuck you guys.
What about in Dead Alive when he uses the lawnmower to kill people?
That's a great scene.
He gets like the lawnmower and the blades just cut him the fuck up. I love that.
Dead Alive. I remember like just seeing the poster as a kid, like freaking me out.
Dead Alive is one of Peter Jackson's original movies.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Like so much gore.
We should go back and watch like Peter Jackson's original stuff. Like before he was making Lord of the Rings, he was making like these really gory, like ridiculous movies. And Dead Alive's a good
then
one.
you have Zombieland, which is an awesome movie.
Yeah.
It's more of the comedy side, and
I like Zombieland a lot. I remember whenever it came out, like going and watching it in theaters. And
it's
it was
a good
great.
movie.
Yeah. And it's not just like a good comedy, it's a good zombie movie too.
It's good good of both worlds, yeah.
And they actually like know that they're zombies. And,
it's awesome.
Like,
That's
Jesse
one
Eisenberg.
they know, yeah.
So it's I really like Zombieland. I'm gonna have to rewatch Zombieland. I haven't seen it in a while.
Anyways, guys, I hope you got a little bit of insight on our take on zombies as a whole and our favorite zombie movies. Comment down below on what zombie movies you like, or what
moments were your favorite in a movie,
or what you'd like to see for the future of zombies, or give us some zombies movies to watch if we haven't seen them. One we didn't mention. And subscribe, like, and
share.